Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anyone home? Let's see how this looks. Yes. Not too bad. No, feels like. Am I lagging? I don't think so. I don't think so. We can turn this down quite a bit. Okay, too loud. Too loud there. Problems left, you guys. Yeah, probably that should be alright. Alright, so I think we're looking good. Even though it still feels like the camera is lagging. Or maybe it's just my imagination. But I think for the most part, let's see. Yeah. I think we might be alright. Let's just bring this up a bit closer here. Switch back over. And yeah, pretty much. I think we're good. Are we? Yeah, I think we might be good. Alright, whatever. Anyway. Welcome everyone, Sanju Chia here. Welcome to the end of month subscriber stream, as we do here the end of every month, or at least close to the end of every month. And of course, I'm your host, the friendly neighborhood Uchiha, Sanju Uchiha. Naturally, we have quite a few things to actually talk about tonight, to say the least. I mean, as you can tell by the title, ranging from the One Piece live action, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, of course, JJK, the Shibuya arc, or the Shibuya incident arc, has started, so there's that as well. And I mean, I guess anything else that comes to mind, really and truly. Let's check something over here. Of course, there is Bleach, etc, etc. And of course, since it's a subscriber stream, anything you guys want to talk about, basically, we are essentially here for it. I should probably share out the stream. Let's see here. I'll probably mute my Discord notifications. Message and definitely, I think we're good there. All right, so is it just me or is there like a line in the screen? Nah, the camera, didn't really sure. But anyway, how is everyone? Who is here? That's the better question. Are we looking good on you guys' side? Could probably check on my side just to make sure everything is Gucci. Wait, the man, the myth, the Vari. Yo, I'm just going to literally just start saying the man, the myth, and say something different each time and give everybody like a nickname or something. Yeah, just a double, triple check to make sure so everything is essentially Gucci when it comes on to this thing. I think we're good in every scene for the most part. Yeah, tired myself. Dollar buck once, so a few times I work today, brother. Honestly. Hold on there. Let shut itself on. Move up here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so pretty tired myself, and I assume everything's looking alright and you guys end when it comes on to audio and visual. So yeah, anyway, let's get this thing started, because unfortunately we don't have 6 hours. Wait, Brad, log on. We here. How is everyone doing tonight? That is the question. So, me, I'm tired. Like, I got a little something to snack on. I should probably get a little something to drink. I'm feeling kind of thirsty. But I'm here for the most part. So, I mean, big news. I watched the One Piece live action. Well, to be exact, at least, well, just the first episode. Before coming on. So, wanted to at least, have an opinion on it. I know some persons more like have binged the entire thing already. But, I had to at least watch the first episode. 3K subs, boy, I don't know. Probably I could give away my bed. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing for 3,000 subs. I don't know. I'm open to take suggestions, of course. But I have no idea what I'm doing for 3K subs. With doing all these live streams like every month, it kind of feels like doing like a live stream or a special live stream would be like, nothing too crazy. Unless I'm gonna have like some super special guests or something. That's the only way maybe. But then that might take away from the fact of me celebrating 3K subs. But it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is, though, Kyle. You know it's set already. I had to at least give my 2 cents on the One Piece live action. So, in a nutshell, I don't think it's the greatest thing that ever was. I mean, I've only watched episode 1, as I said. But, to be honest, it wasn't bad. Yeah, no celebration rating a million views. I mean, it's nice and all, but I still kind of view it as one big fluke. We should probably talk about that video on this stream because we could probably do like have a little fun segment of actually just going through the comments of that video, or at least obviously a portion of it. Because at this point, let me just double check. There's way too many comments on that video to actually count. YouTube Studio. Let's see. Where is it? Oh yeah. Cause this is absolutely crazy if you ask me, bro. Like the amount of comments on this video. Yeah, there's like 1,643 comments on the video. It's literally insane, bro. Like, it is legitimately a competition in the comments of this video for like, yo, no, that me work from 10 to 12. No, me work from 6 to 6. Me work from 7 to that. This is nothing. Everybody's just just comparing their work schedules. It's honestly crazy, but we'll get to it eventually. And the whole premise behind me putting up this video, it's honestly insane. And there's an interesting video by Chibi. So IGN actually has a review out. Interesting. But it was brother, like, it's honestly insane, bro. Like, this video is almost at 1 million views. Bruh. Like, I really and truly only did this video as a test because I would always see like YouTube clips of maybe like a short anime clip, but the title is something out of context, or they use it to kind of relate to something in real life or something along the lines of that, and they would always do crazy views. Let me just say, I was working on One Piece 1072, and I wasn't like, I had finished recording, didn't start editing, and the next day was work. It was way too late to start editing, and I just said like, yo, let me just cut out this part and just put it up and see where it goes from here, But 2 weeks later, I would never have guessed this video would almost be at 1 million views, 934K. Dog, it's honestly crazy. But anyway, we'll get to that. Well, should you guys prefer the green screen or not? Let me know. But anyway, I still want to talk about this, man. The One Piece live action. So, as I said, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it is definitely not bad. Definitely not bad, or at least for episode one. If you're a One Piece fan, like, and you like watch the episode, you'll realize there are quite a bit of changes compared to like the source material, the manga, or even the anime version. But this first episode, I don't know if it's every episode, but this first episode is like literally an hour, give or take, and they more or less cover the events of, give or take, the first 3 episodes of the anime. Obviously not one for one, there are changes. For example, like, let me see, hold on, let me just kind of skip back over here. So for example, like even in this scene here where we have, you know, Goldie Raja, let me get that correct. And apparently this is Garp here on the platform where Roger's being executed. That's like the first change, like I realized, right? And of course we had some interesting figures at the whole execution of Raja, just like in the manga and the anime, like, you know, Mihawk. I could have sworn I saw Smoker there as well. Shanks, of course. I don't think I remember seeing Buggy. Hold on. Shanks was there, yeah. I mean, they have the... Hold on. Just kind of skipping through. I mean, they have the whole meeting of Luffy and Kobe as well, naturally. Of course, they cover the material. Just kind of skip through. They cover the flashback with how Luffy got the Gum Gum fruit. They don't have the scene of, you know, when Shanks actually places the hat on his head, unfortunately. But there's that. Did it feel like that you were watching a cosplay trying to be anime, or was it genuine? I wouldn't say cosplay, but it felt, there was this weird feeling, which I think as you watch, you kind of get, what's the word, acclimatized, that's how you pronounce it, to it. But I definitely wouldn't say cosplay. It's definitely did a good job in terms of picking out the actors, I would feel. But I wouldn't really say it was, it didn't even that cosplay thing. But I did have this weird feeling watching though. But that kind of eventually phased out as, you know, the actors kind of grew on me and the performance grew on me more and more. I'm not gonna lie. So we know what Netflix is in terms of canceling stuff after the first season, but it's hard to say if it's gonna get a season 2. I don't know. As I said, I've only watched episode 1. The actor that plays Luffy, I've forgotten his name. One Piece live action. Let's see. Inaki Godoy. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. You know, his name actually might even sound like a One Piece One Piece character, honestly. But yeah, I wouldn't say it felt like cosplay, but it definitely gave you like this weird feeling. Kind of like, I mean, One Piece is such a wacky series, and just to see kind of being adapted into live action, it's like, I don't know as you're watching, and but I think it kind of mellows out in terms of that feeling. And again, if you're a One Piece fan, it's like you're looking at the changes they're making from the source material. Because even, alright, even for example, this whole, I represent an organization known as Baroque Works. From what I can remember, because obviously I haven't looked at anything pre-time skip in forever, but Baroque Works isn't really introduced until the second saga, not even arc, but the second saga, which is, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, is to be expected. Where no matter how you slice and dice it, even if we got as much seasons to cover the entire story as possible, I don't see them doing like 1,000 episodes. So some things will have to be kind of condensed and compressed. Certain events might have to happen sooner, or certain events need to be put in motion to set up certain events sooner than later. So there's that. Of course, there's kind of like, not even subtle, there are a few differences in how the meeting between Luffy and Zoro goes. I mean, they still have him meeting Zoro in the courtyard, essentially. Well, yeah. Well, no, he meets Zoro in the courtyard in the manga and the anime, but when it comes on to this, no, he meets him in the bar first, and then it transitions to them interacting in the courtyard. Let's see if I can just pull this up. Yeah, so we have them in the bar here. Probably can just kind of go across. Zoro actually fighting these guys in the bar. Luffy witnessing him. And even the terms of how they handled Zoro being tied up by by Morgans, it's slightly different compared to the manga and the anime. Whereas in the manga, he saved a little girl, and he basically agreed to be tied up for 7 days, essentially. Or I think it was even longer than that. Maybe it might have been even a month, in exchange for the safety of the little girl and her family. Whereas here, he's like, Morgan kind of convinces him that, yo, maybe this whole pirate hunter thing might not work for you. It might make problems for you here. Maybe if you agree to, get tied up. It was kind of almost weird in terms of how they handled that. And of course, Nami's introduced. Well, she's introduced in terms of meeting Luffy earlier, because she doesn't meet Luffy until the mini arc with Buggy, which they're setting up for episode 2, clearly. So there's that as well. So there are changes here and there. And of course, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of interested to see how they would handle the whole, I'm gonna kind of just skip the whole 3-sword style. Hold on, I'm gonna just skip through. Hold on. Yeah, I was kind of curious how they would handle this whole 3-sword style, but it actually worked out pretty well, I would say. I don't really playing too much from it, and effects are okay to decent, not bad, but the changes and everything, I think it works. This first episode, I think it's a good outing with the first episode, honestly. And I still think the Rurouni Kenshin live actions will still go down as some of the best, like, anime to live action, like, adaptations. But this is definitely not bad. I'll definitely see if my opinion changes as episode 2 to 8, goes down, in terms of taking in all of that. But yeah, the One Piece live action, it was definitely not a flop for the first episode. As I said, the changes is kind of to facilitate the fact that this will definitely not be as long as the anime, and certain things have to be set up before, well, set up a lot sooner, to say the least. I was disappointed with and the fact that they even introduced Garp earlier too, but I was disappointed with the Dendemushi in terms of when it was ringing. It didn't say gotcha when Garp took it up. Yo, that was so disappointed, bro. Come on, you see me? I know it seems like a minor nitpick, but there's that. But you can tell that it suffers from the whole live action adaptation with all the elements that they're introducing sooner. But I don't think it's too overbearing. I think it still blends pretty well to get the viewer invested in terms of things to look forward to, because of course you have Garp, you have the crew kind of assembling much faster. Of course you only have 8 episodes, and we're supposed to be adapting up until the end of Arlong Park, so I guess the pacing is to be expected. Of course, you have the Shanks flashback with Luffy, as I said. I'm not really sure I'm feeling Makino's, the actress playing her, but it is what it is. Honestly, but to be honest, not a flop so far. I'm looking forward to actually seeing more of the One Piece live action, but it is what it is. I guess we can talk about that more another time. Of course, this month featured the big bad return of the man, well, the teen, the myth, the legend, one of the most hated series ever, right? Boruto to Blue Vortex. And funny enough, or interestingly enough, it's now at the number 3 spot on Manga Plus, which is nice. Which is still below One Piece, but it is what it is, to be expected. One Piece, the latest One Piece chapter was yeah, so to be expected. But we are back when it comes on to Boruto to Blue Vortex, and yes, we are unfortunately back with it being monthly, not bi-weekly, unfortunately. But yeah, back fam. And of course, if you missed my reaction review and the various discussion videos I've been doing over the last week or so, you can definitely check those out. But yeah, Boruto's back, new, quota paint essentially. I mean, I've already given like my thoughts and everything on the chapter. It was an awesome first, return to form. Even though some persons would probably criticize that it is a bit, they're kind of doing the super edgy thing to come back. But I think, it depends on how your perspective, how you look at it. With Andrew, well, go on. We're here. But I think it depends on how you even look at it, because again, it is monthly, so the pacing is going to have to be, just going to have to be set a certain way. And of course, historically speaking, the Boruto manga, in my personal opinion, has always had this interesting dynamic with the Boruto anime, where it almost feels like the manga's pacing is intentional so that the anime can actually, take advantage of those pockets of time and flesh things out a bit more. So I think for persons that might have a problem with the transition that might have happened with the time skip, they'll probably feel better about it when it comes on to the anime handling it. Probably. I'm just saying. So yeah, but it was an awesome chapter. As I said during my review, love the new designs, the pacing was good to me. And after like 3-4 months of hiatus and everything, getting into the action, especially with the fact that, who knows, given how long this thing is going to go for, maybe code might not be the end all be all. So kind of getting into the heat of it and then developing from there is good to me. And obviously the chapter has us asking questions. I mean, Sasuke, where is he? How strong is Boruto? What happened over the 3 years? What happened in the whole hunting for Boruto by Code? Quite a bit of questions where we go from here. What's going to be the end goal? The next villain after this? Will we just rely on inter-character, interpersonal drama in terms of how, the best way to actually protect what's important to them, with Kawaki wanting to do things this way versus Boruto, all sorts of questions. So of course Shikamaru's the Ito Kage. It's crazy. Konohamaru still not getting the shine, little stuff like that. But I mean, it's good to see it back, I'm not going to lie. But I continue to wonder what the dynamic will be between this and the anime when it comes back, whenever that's going to be. Because I think as of right now, there's not necessarily news. And if Chibi reviews on YouTube, in terms of his videos, is anything to go by, it would seem even the special Naruto episodes, well, basically the same thing I was going to just say. The new Naruto episodes that were supposed to start this coming week, and I believe, yeah, they've been postponed. So let's go with this article on the official Naruto website. Alright, so the broadcast of the new 4-week animation celebrating the Naruto anime's 20th anniversary has been postponed from its scheduled air date of September 3rd. So yeah, it was supposed to be this weekend, 2023 at 5:30 p.m. GST, as this project is both a celebration of the anime series' 20th anniversary and the first Naruto anime since Naruto Shippuden ended over 6 years ago. We have decided to take extra time as we strive to further raise its quality. We deeply apologize to all the fans who were looking forward to the anime. A revised broadcast schedule will be announced on our official site and social media once it's finalized. A selection of Boruto Naruto Next Generation episodes featuring the best of that series will air in the time slot previously scheduled for the new anime. We sincerely appreciate your understanding as we make every effort to create an anime that lives up to everyone's expectations. Naruto Anime Production Committee. Alright, so interesting. So, thinking about this now, I think by extension that means whatever timeline you had in your head regarding the Boruto anime, that obviously has to be pushed back at least a few months, probably at least a month or two now, because obviously the studio is going to, and there is the possibility that you have team A, team B, or whatever the case may be, working on these different animation projects. But at the same time, I would think that most of the energy will be going towards this, and they would want to make an like an impact when Boruto comes back. So if this is getting delayed, whatever timeline for the Boruto anime coming back, I think naturally would be delayed as well. So that's the interesting domino effect I think is going to happen. So, and it's clear to see, because if they don't even have like a exact time when this we can say like, yo, okay, we're not airing it this week in September, we'll be airing it in October, maybe during the Naruto's birthday or whatever the case may be. There's nothing like that. There's no confirmed time. They're still finalizing it. So it depends. It really and truly depends. But I think all fingers kind of point towards the Boruto anime not coming back for now. I think more than likely they might have like maybe like a teaser or maybe something small when it comes on to Jump Fest in December, more than likely. But outside of that, yeah, I think it's best for the Boruto anime to just kind of continue to stay off the air for now. Especially since I believe we'd want to give 2 Blue Vortex time to build up. Even though I believe it is confirmed we'll be having like 2 anime original arcs before even jumping into well, one with Surat, I believe, before jumping into the whole omnipotence arc, if I can call it that, and probably one to showcase Sasuke and Boruto, their adventures outside the village, more than likely. So I think giving things time, I think maybe probably some persons might criticize me for this, but maybe even 2025 sounds like a good time for the Boruto anime to come back, honestly. So that's just me. But I mean, given that I believe the money is in the pudding, so to speak, more than likely they might bring back the Boruto anime for 2024. Might. Best case scenario. But I definitely don't see it being like a 2023, like end of 2023 thing. But it is what it is. But anyway, back to the main topic. So yeah, 2 Blue Vortex. Funny enough, with all the discussion videos everybody's doing, I was saying in the video I put up with Sasuke yesterday that more than likely it's going to be a case where most of our questions might just be answered in chapter 2, or a decent amount, because it's still wild to me that Boruto just appears out of nowhere just in time to tackle Code. It's just too convenient, too coincidental, too precise. Like, this man has had to have been tracking Code or something, or maybe space-time ninjutsu when he sensed him, or something. And especially based on what they something from the sky about close position. Yeah, this man has had to have like teleported in or something. So there is definitely that. Most of the persons here, I believe, would have talked about 2 Blue Vortex and what you guys thought, but since it's been a little over a week, probably almost 2 weeks at this point, and you've probably like browsed the interwebs, you've seen what persons have been saying about it through like Twitter, etc., etc. Like, again, just to I guess ask again, like, how did you guys feel about the return of Boruto and the new coat of paint in terms of the name? Interesting. Hold on. I was checking on my phone here. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, I think one of the big things for me, apart from all like the discussions I've done, is what's the long-term plan? I mean, we still have that point in time from chapter 1 of Boruto, of course. I mean, we have this moment in time to get back to, but I mean, outside of that, where else are we going to go, really? Wait, Dip. I call it by a new name. I am here, man. Not bad. Just chilling for the most part. Kind of just talking. The usual end of the month subscriber stream foolishness. Nothing too crazy. We were talking about the One Piece. Just my initial impressions on the One Piece live action earlier, but now we're kind of generally breezing through Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Yeah, we'll probably go back. But yeah, I was kind of pointing out that right now, I'm kind of curious. Like, one of the big questions hanging above my head is, where are we going to go? Outside of like Code and getting back to this point with Boruto versus Kawaki on the cliff. So that is the big question, really and truly. Maybe I could compare this Kawaki to how he's drawn. Probably I can kind of compare Ikimoto's evolution in terms of art style. In this everlasting ones are kind of on the streams often. Yeah, man. Listen, life happens, brother. It's kind of like it's kind of like how I kind of see how I view my friends like supporting me doing YouTube. Like, I know probably a lot of the content is not really like their cup of tea, really and truly, and then life happens, and then they can't have to like stay for every stream and everything. You have stuff to do, so I mean, whenever you can, I just appreciate it, So it's cool, man. No pressure. Just wanted to see Kawaki. Yeah, there will be like another time skip for real, or maybe it just might be the art for real, in terms of the art evolving, in terms of not Kodachi, in terms of Ikimoto, because this Kawaki kind of gives me just a bit older vibes than what's here in 2 Blue Vortex, but it could just be the improvement in the arts, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, man, sure, you can shoot in terms of the question, man. We want the interaction and engagement to be up there. It doesn't look like my camera is like stuttering, does it? I'm just pour myself a little drink. Crazy. Because I am thirsty. Yes, sir. I know there's a running joke about Konoha within the Boruto community, but since Takaya, can you see anything? Konohamaru getting a redemption arc, eh? Why? Potentially, but they would have to really build up to it. Honestly, they need to start giving him some small wins. But I think what's that odds with that is that okay, you have Konohamaru, but it's like the Boruto manga continues to seemingly be just centered around certain cast of characters. From the manga perspective, certain characters they don't really get much spotlight. I wouldn't really want to be a case. Wouldn't want it to be a case where we leave it to like say the anime to say, oh, let's give Konohamaru some moments. I'd actually want to see it in the manga, but the way from the manga perspective at least, it does seem like we'll only be centering on certain characters. Granted, I do imagine as the story goes on, we'll have a lot of deaths going on. And maybe in those string of deaths, I'm not saying Konohamaru is going to die, but maybe in the string of characters that will die, we'll see more involvement from him. But then at the same time, it's like for the characters, the core set of characters that will be involved, like the power scaling and how much more powerful the characters are getting, it's kind of like Konohamaru is kind of like left in the dust. Now again, it also depends on if Amado has been doing anything to necessarily like buff characters like outside of like say Kawaki, Boruto, Kode, Mitsuki. I'm even concerned about Sarada. I did a video about her like forever ago in terms of how Kishimoto is going to get her up to scratch. Even though she has a Mangekyo now, but I still think that's not enough. But I guess it depends on her Mangekyo technique. But the point is, I'm still worried about her. So that's the thing. And I mean, to be honest, Shikamaru aside, do the advisors have like a good history of Tobirama was advisor to Hashirama, and he has some decent history, I suppose. I don't know who used to advise Tobirama. The third, they didn't really say the third with an advisor, really, unless you're gonna count the other two old characters. The fourth, who knows? Fifth, Shizune, Kakashi. I'd imagine Shikamaru was there too, so it's like, until Naruto was old enough. That could be the case. The ninth Hokage, Konohamaru. That could be the case, but if that's going to be the case, I hope there's some involvement when it comes on to Konohamaru. They need to give him some small wins. I know some of the go-to things for the fandom is, monkey siege mode or something like that. Maybe we can, and I don't think it's hard to do. Maybe we can have him have some interactions with Mitsuki and by extension Orochimaru. That could be interesting, talking to the person who quote unquote killed his grandfather and exploring more of the mysteries surrounding Siege Mode, because I think we can get more lore and more in-depth stuff regarding Siege Mode and all of that and the various variants of it through exploring Mitsuki, and maybe have Konohamaru jump in Monkey Siege Mode, whatever the case may be. Maybe that's an avenue we can take, given some small wins, some nice interpersonal character drama, and yeah, maybe we could take that path, because honestly, if you at least give him like a nice string of wins instead of just looking like trash all the time, I think persons would start warming up to him again. And it's like, yeah, this is just the guy that wanted to be Hokage, the person who took out a pin, a body of pin, So that's the thing. That is the thing. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm really interested to see how chapter 2 is going to go. In terms of Shikamaru potentially dying, I'm gonna think about that one. I mean, it could, but Hmm. Potentially, but I don't think he's on the hit list right now. Unless Kawaki, unless it's gonna be a situation where Kawaki somehow does like kind of some kind of mercy kill, or like because Kawaki, well, maybe even Amado, but Kawaki. If Shikamaru's going to die right now, I could actually see Kawaki being the one to kill him. Because it's interesting. They seem to have, like in the chapter, right? There was this exchange between Kawaki and Shikamaru. Hold on. Let's see. Himawari. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so he calls Shikamaru Master No, which is interesting. But in this whole omnipotent scandal, how ridiculous or I guess heartbreaking, so to speak, would be to have Kawaki be the one to kill Shikamaru, or maybe in one instance when Shikamaru like somehow gets back his memory, it's in that moment Kawaki kills him or something along the lines of that. But for now, I think Shikamaru's safe. I don't think he's in the I don't think he's in any danger just yet. Really and truly, the focus right now, of course, is all eyes on Boruto and Code. I can't see Shikamaru dying anytime soon. But I guess we'll see. I mean, 20 days. 20 days until chapter 2. So we'll see. But anyway, Boruto, 2 Blue Vortex, and One Piece live action aside, I watched the latest episode of JJK, and of course, it's going going on 3 years. I might have my timelines right, but I'm pretty sure it's been at least 2 years. Persons have been hyping the Shibuya incident arc in JJK. Listen, it's to the point where like it's not even funny, bro. Like, I have high expectations for this arc, but what is going to be funny, based on the fact that this arc has so much expectations. So my next tab, Twitter. Let's see. One Piece live action trending. You'd think we would have JJK trending or something. They're just like Garp, Mihawk, One Piece live action. Hold on. Videos. Let's see. Is that top 5 new gen arc? Yo, that's big words, bro. Big words. I'm looking forward to it. So this first episode was pretty good, if you ask me. After those weeks of waiting, the opening is solid as per usual. But if there's one thing I will say, if there's one thing I will say about this episode, yo, they did have to be the episode did have to be this funny. I found this episode hilarious, dog. I mean, from this, you know what this girl reminds me of? In terms of how she looked before, how she looks now. It reminds me of Yu Yu Hakusho in terms of, for those of you who know, after the chapter Black arc, and Yusuke went back to the former, the first spirit detective, and she showed him a picture when she was in high school, and she was just like short and fat, and then like over some time she just got like tall, beautiful, slim. It's ridiculous. It's funny, honestly. But this episode of JJK was actually pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Like, the glow up is ridiculous, bro. From this. To this. I mean, how, bro? It can't be the same person. Impossible. Bro, honestly. Well, the truth is stranger than fiction. Yo! But the episode was hilarious, dog. But like, the only thing I could have made the episode better if they had Gojo do some foolishness in the episode as well. But they did it, unfortunately. I watched the first episode of Zom 100. Man, that's different, bro. Listen, don't question it, man. I mean, if it's the same person, it just has to be the same person. It's totally legit. The first episode of Zom 100 was really good. Really hit me with the whole, 9 to 5 5 vibes. Honestly, it was a really fun watch in terms of that first episode. I haven't caught up just yet. Really need to. Does anybody know, was it supposed to be like 20 episodes for the Shibuya incident arc? Because if that's the case, where are we? September? 4 months, September, October, November, December. Right? Seems like we'll be having a fun time from now all the way up to December, give or take. At the very least, the start of December. So it's going to be very interesting, to say the least. But I mean, what do you think? Do like some Demon Slayer binge read session in terms of JJK, just the binge Shibuya in the manga, or like since the episodes are coming out, no, just go and chillax week by week, take in the animation. Because the funny thing about this, is that with such high expectations, I'm expecting like the anime community, or at least the persons on Twitter, to be complaining about the some minor stuff. I'm really and truly expecting that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Some Shibuya arc binge read? Not no, obviously, but yeah. I mean, I have a coworker. He's been here before, Patrick. I mean, he's up to date with the JJK manga, so he kind of keeps me up to date with what's happening, which is wild. And to be honest, like I can't fully avoid spoilers when it comes on to the JJK manga, apparently. So, but I won't spoil for anybody here. But I would imagine everybody here probably already knows what's happening with the JJK manga. Gojo! Sukuna! Yo! Bro. Honestly, the funny thing about JJK, bro, like, Yuji as the main character, dog. Broad position. Listen, I obviously don't have the in-depth, full context details, but I have been here in person like clown on Sukuna. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, probably that fight is more like gonna be one of those internet or Crunchyroll. Well, no, JJK is not Crunchyroll, is it? Nah. But the point is that fight is more like gonna be one of those internet breaking fights, So just saying, it's going to be wild. First, of them gonna have them pen. Say, yo, hold on. It's a frame and never good. This wasn't how it was in the manga. So can't wait. But honestly, I would imagine that isn't going to be like until that might be like a 2025 thing, maybe even 2026. When do you think we'll get the current events in the JJK manga in the anime? 2025, 2026? Something about approaching 2030 sounds wild to me though, but you know, maybe because it reminds me I'm getting old. Jesus. Yo, it's crazy, bro. Hold on there. Please. Speaking of interesting stuff as well as we kind of go along here, Mekamaru walking now. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of has this certain energy, you know, it's this appeal, you know. Nah, it might look fresh. And yeah, brother, like 2030 is wild to think about. Honestly, it just seems odd. Like when you hit 2030 and you think about, oh, the 90s were like 30 plus years ago. Like that's just going to sound so odd. But not like it's wild to think about. Sorry. Yeah, but that's gonna be wild to think about that. Like 2030, 90s, 30 something years ago. No one. That is actually crazy. Yo. But JJK Shibuya incident gonna be fire. I have no doubt about it. Looking forward to it. Gojo madness, and I mean, I have a pretty decent idea what happens to Gojo in the arc. I mean, clearly, but I'll leave it at that. Hold on there. Let me just move over to no. Is it this? No, I don't think it is that. Hold on. Let's see if it's this. Let's see. So, one of the most hype things, I'm not gonna lie, has what? Yo, hold on, hold on. Let me. Before you even top of that clover, dog, hold on. Kind of step back from the mic. Bleach! Yo, man, not gonna lie, I was this was like one of the moments I was really looking forward to the most when it comes on to this core Bleach. Like Ichigo coming back. Yo, but not gonna lie, bro, this, yeah. And yo, the fact that man even managed to do like a remix of #1 again, bro, man, not lie. Yo, that was clean. Because like even in my reaction review, like man watch and man I say, yo, I was kind of predicting they would play #1, but this doesn't sound like #1. And then as it's going on, man, I say, yo, this is a remix. And I say, yo. Man, I say, yo, another one? Because of course you had the original one and the few variants of the original. And of course you had the 1,000 Year Blood War version with the, you know, the different, you know, the super extra guitar riff and everything. And then man, I say, yo, one next remix? Ichigo! Yo, it was clean. It was good. Hey, Bio, Wagwan one. We here for the subscriber stream. Currently just kinda, I guess, raving over the last week's Bleach episode, and you know, the moment Ichigo himself comes in. Yo, might be honest. Kyle, any thoughts on that? Let me ask, yeah, how do you guys feel about the Thousand Year Blood War? Well, specifically this course so far. I mean, personally, I don't think I've had like much problems. I know maybe some person might be complaining about the pacing, maybe, just maybe. I don't know. But let me know. Let me know. Why you seem like you have might have a very interesting opinion on the Thousand Year Blood War right now. So me, what you're saying? Carried hard by art style. I know, fun enough, I still think the art looks better in the manga compared to the anime. Animation has been average. So would you say there hasn't been necessarily, like, you have some epic moments so far, but you would say there hasn't been like a moment where the animation necessarily like popped off and you say like, yo, like this is like the moment. Yeah, if it's from that perspective, I can understand. I can definitely understand. But I think it's been pretty good, because I mean, like, getting to see all of this finally animated again, it's just a fun experience, especially since I've been into Bleach for so long now. Not as long as Naruto, but maybe just, hold on. Yeah, I've been into Bleach since 2008, so yeah, it's been it's been 15 years. Crazy. Oh, one Yamamoto. Stop. Yo, okay, but I the Yamamoto episode was really good animation wise too, bro. Like, that was really clean. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Nothing too crazy, but it kind of makes me wonder if the wait for core 3 is going to be even longer. I'm kind of wondering, because say we have like what, maybe 5 weeks left. That brings us to like what, probably the middle of October. And if they say we're doing core 3, probably starting at the same time we started core 2, they have like what, 2 extra months compared to this one. What's up? And it got me like 50k views on the channel, so you won't hear me. Fair enough, Kyle. Fair enough. And it's more consistent animation, which is wild. You know, well, I don't know how they've done it. And I would imagine, the change in art style once they started Wano is a big factor. But yeah, the One Piece anime has been doing really well in terms of animation. But of course, it's still bogged down by its pacing issues, because literally right now I have a reaction review recorded for 1073. It should be 1073. Hold on, because the last video I did, last One Piece video I did, let's see here. Yeah, that was 1072. So I have 1073 recorded, and I believe 1074 is like a recap episode. I was watching 1073, and then I'm seeing the typical One Piece, padding strategy when it comes on to the anime. So to be honest, each of them have their own issues. This weekly, the pace will always be ass. Yeah, this is true. And you know what's interesting too? Like, the fact that after I watched 1073, I'm asking the preview for 1074 is like some recap episode. I was like, yes. Because I'm looking at 1073, I'm gonna say, yo, okay. You have the opening. You have the recap. Then after the recap, then literally I show stuff we just see from the recap, more or less. more or less. And then Mav said the fact that we actually have an ending, a full-blown ending now, and then next episode preview, there's only so much quote-unquote new content in, like, say 1072, sorry, 1073 to be exact. I'm like, yo, bruh. And then the fact that Oda has been taking more breaks is like the anime is even closer to the manga right now. Even if it's by extra 2 or 3 chapters, it's even closer, because there's usually a healthy 50 to 52 chapter, you know, difference between where the manga is and the anime is. But right now, with the breaks that Oda's been taking, it's like the anime, man, I forgot extra slow. Expecting more from the Kimpachi versus Grammy fight. I was hearing that it actually speed blitzed like 9 chapters. Can correct me on that if I'm wrong. Basically, let's talk about, has there been any confirmation when the Boruto anime is coming back? I was talking about that earlier. There's no confirmation, but I think logical thing is, no matter whatever time frame you had in your head, you'll probably have to push it back thanks to the news regarding the Naruto special anime episodes that were supposed to start this weekend. Those have been delayed, and we don't even have a time frame for when those are going to come just yet, at least. So I'm saying is that if these special Naruto episodes have been delayed, then I think by extension production and Boruto would have to be pushed back. The only exception to that is that if they have things structured in a way that they have a whole other team handling Boruto versus these Naruto episodes. But that's the only exception I can think of. Yeah, so not it. To me, personally, if it's up to me, the earliest I would work towards getting the Boruto anime back on air would be fall 2024. Honestly, if it was up to me. No earlier than that. To be honest. And then even when it comes back, we still have the we have an anime original arc with Sarada, and we should have an arc with Sasuke and Boruto after they leave the village. After the whole omnipotence thing. And then even then I would have to have worked on like a super decent Sarada arc. Not too long. Maybe 8 episodes, maybe 12 the most, then get into the whole omnipotence arc, add the additional material you want to add to flesh out that arc more so it lasts, so it performs, right? It's better than the manga, and then we can do the Sasuke stuff, and then we can cut it for our next hiatus, because by that time, even then, the 2 Blue Vortex probably wouldn't have reached very far. So that's the thing. What are you saying? We're not returning 24. Yeah, that's the thing. We're not really sure how reliable that's going to be. An entire year of filler in 2022, and just not to do the Sarada Tomoe stuff. Yeah, to be honest, if it does return in 2024, that's fine. As I said, it goes up to me. Earliest fall 2024. So to me, best case scenario, the middle of the road. I would even say summer 2025. To be honest. I just personally do not want to return to a Boruto anime where it's like, yeah, we might come back, we might start off good for the first few arcs, with everybody, little Sarada getting our 3 Tomoe, getting to the omnipotent stuff, we do a nice concise, but this kind of is like a contradictory statement. A nice concise but extensive arc on Sasuke and Boruto, after they've left the village, and probably run-ins with Code here and there, and then it's like, yeah, you're kind of getting back into the anime being too close to the manga, because being monthly, two Blue Vortex literally needs so much. It needs so much time to build up, No anime though. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Going with taking a launch and I need it because Boruto has to buy. I don't want that part one Boruto situation. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The only thing, unless they're gonna come back with that with the same energy for the Boruto Naruto Next Generations anime part 2, and then once they finish and adapt up until chapter 80, or adapting chapter 80 plus maybe some Boruto and Sasuke stuff, they'll officially close it, like literally just end it, like how they in the anime they kind of market Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z as 2 separate anime. Probably they'll end it there, and then we can finally move on to a seasonal Boruto 2 Blue Vortex anime. Maybe, just maybe. I would actually be alright with that. I'm just saying. And maybe, just maybe, I'm saying maybe a lot here, but maybe we can work on getting like more projects from the Naruto universe outside of Boruto for a little while two Blue Vortex kind of builds up. You know, as I said, we got the Minato manga. We can probably, you know, adapt that. We can have Kishimoto. We can run some more, popularity polls. Get some more winners. Kishimoto does manga and those characters. We adapt those into OVAs, etc., etc. But that's just me. That's just my perspective on it. So, yeah. But outside of that, you know, there's no other real Naruto news outside of like Storm connections. Which is funny because, again, with the first trailer, and nobody can blame anybody for feeling that way from the first trailer with Storm Connections. I don't think anybody was really super hyped to buy it. But now, I'm actually considering buying Storm Connections. I mean, still, I think most of the content is glorified DLC. I mean, if you've seen the trailers, and of course they're adding a bunch of characters like like Delta here, Boro, Kashin Koji, Jigen. Of course you have Barenmo Naruto supporting Kage Sasuke, Kawaki, the new Boruto, new Sarada, new Mitsuki. Quite a bit of characters. Of course the fifth grade ninja war story mode and all of that, so it's quite a bit. And of course enhance graphics a bit, 60 frames per second. Probably some of the mechanics are reworked a bit here and there. I guess new menu options, well, rework the menus, etc. So I'm not like it when you really add it all together, it is quite a bit of work on their end, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Could not be in the new Vortex Naruto game. It's just, guys, I have to give kudos to you, because a lot of these things you're mentioning, I was not even think about it. The fact that this man isn't in the game for real, but given how extensive this whole Naruto, X Boruto Storm Connections is going to be the platform for probably some DLC. So I'm that sounds stupid. Consider this glorified DLC, and we're getting more than I might get DLC to the glorified DLC. But I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get like code at some point, maybe even 2 Blue Vortex characters. It wouldn't be the first you'd be getting like characters that are currently in the manga that haven't like showed up in the anime yet. So yeah, pretty much just that. And of course, if it has like a healthy online, like in terms of connectivity issues, if there's like negligible to non-existent, you could see a lot of persons coming in to actually play this. So yeah, I think it would be a good thing to actually get. Should be fun. And a definitive Naruto experience before genuinely building a genuine next gen like Naruto / Boruto game, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So yeah, and there's going to be more of why I'm going to be sitting there and say like, yo, Manalai, maybe just maybe the CC2, right? CC2 Cyberkinetic, maybe they're the ones that should be choreographing things in the anime and manga, dog, because too often like characters just look so much more impressive in the game. And I know they want to make it more bombastic, I suppose, but yo, listen, when I see like Sasuke, Chubaku Tensei, how the Chubaku Tensei engulfing Amaterasu, and then 2 Kirin, I'm like, dog, who is this man? Because it's not Sasuke. It's not Sasuke. It's me, honestly. Where's my goat Victor? Yeah, it would be nice if Victor was in the game, but they don't even include him here. Oh well. I guess they're kind of going at it from a more manga perspective, because Victor didn't really do anything manga-wise, really. They posted about the Boruto Part 2 anime. No, they didn't post about it. They only posted about, and oh, by the way, welcome Mark C. Welcome to the stream. No, they didn't post about it. They only posted about the fact that the special Naruto Part 1 episodes are going to be delayed Until when? We don't know. We don't know. So again, like I was telling the other guys here, that more than likely, whatever time frame you had for the Boruto anime is going to be pushed back. So it is what it is. So, but if I'm a betting man, I wouldn't be surprised. The fact that I have to ask some more time, I'm tempted to say it might be like an October thing, but that's only because, you know, Naruto's birthday is in October. But I think realistically speaking, it could be even be a December thing, if not January. They were saying that they basically need more time to, you know, up the quality and everything. Yeah, as I said, we have decided to take extra time as we strive to further raise its quality. So yeah, they need more time. So maybe extra 3 months. Maybe it might be a December thing. Maybe they might even premiere the episode, like the first episode at Jump Festa. Who knows? So, but that's probably, like, idealistically next month. Realistically, I think December is a nice place. But if not, if they even push it back to next year, that's even crazier if you ask me. But I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. But anyway, the next big thing, Black Clover. Why? Still haven't caught up, admittedly, manga wise. I did watch the movie though, which was, I mean, I didn't do a video, but it was a fun experience, but it wasn't all that. It was more or less what I expected for the most part, for, you know, the Sword of the Wizard King. But the movie left kind of much to be desired, honestly. On initial watch, it was like a 7, but in retrospect, maybe it might have been a 6. Honestly, yeah, it left me more to be desired. But the point is, Black Clover, manga-wise, yeah, I've heard most persons have reported on it. Yeah, especially the persons who are trashing on it. You know, it's moved out of Shonen Jump, gone to Shonen Giga, and based on what persons are saying, at least it does seem like, you know, things which, like, Giga magazine is more like once every quarter, so it's only like 4 chapters for the year. So so right now it's anybody's guess. It's anybody's guess, really and truly, what's gonna happen to Black Clover, because it's not cancelled, it's just moved to another magazine. But honestly, anything can happen between now and whenever Jump Giga would publish their first Black Clover chapter, which I would imagine would have to be 40 to 50 something pages, which is gonna be interesting, I'm not gonna lie, especially in these end phases for Black Clover. Yeah, so right now Black Clover is at a standstill until further notice, honestly. So it's kind of like sad news. You know, some persons are clowning on Tabata, some persons are kind of, you know, supporting him with the fact that, you know, his family issues, wife, daughter, and the schedule, the grueling weekly schedule of Shonen Jump. Like, let me see if I search Black Clover. Let's see what's happening on Twitter. Alright, so we have this first post by Zeus. Not gonna lie, coming on Twitter and seeing how much blind hate Black Clover got made me realize how much I love the series. I easily ignored Bleach, My Hero, Naruto, One Piece, and every other series slander, but when it came to Black Clover, I just had to step in. That's when I realized this series was my top 1. Interesting. And you know, it makes you question or wonder when the Black Clover anime may come back. Which is hard to say, honestly, especially after doing the movie. Oh, this is actually kind of funny. I'm sorry. Oh wait, what I have desktop audio muted. Oh, no! It's sad still, but not like. But yeah, it makes you wonder when Black Clover is going to come back, really and truly. How many chapters are you behind? I am probably about 25 chapters behind. So yeah, about 25. So nothing too crazy. But yeah, if I were a betting man, as per usual, in terms of when Black Clover is going to return, because we ended off at chapter what, 170, 170 I think, and we have up until we could no, I'm not about 170, more like 270, right? Yeah, it's more like 270. We could adapt from 271 to maybe 330, but then again you'd have to stop again. Unless they're gonna make Black Clover like a seasonal thing. This is where you left off. Was it a good arc? The place where I left off was like just literally 10 chapters into the final arc, basically. Because where the anime left off was chapter like 270, I believe, if memory serves right. And that arc with like Speed Kingdom and everything ends at like chapter 329, 328, give or take, and then the next arc starts. So I'm like 10 chapters into the final arc. So far it was interesting so far. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of had like a One Piece moment with Asta, more or less going to Wano, which everybody was making fun of. So yeah, that's how I was in the New Islands and 300 Yamin Summer so much. Yeah. I kind of left off there about 341, 342, and the latest chapter is like 367, I think, or 368. So yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, we've talked about Black Clover here and there too, but I don't know what Black Clover right now needs to do to really like get to that next level. I know a lot of persons like the movie. I like the movie too, but to me, the movie. Let me see. Black Clover, Story of the Wizard King. I mean, it was just straight to Netflix, right? They didn't actually show this in the theater, right? Yeah, it doesn't seem like this show in the office. I mean, it seemed like it got generally good ratings. The film was released on Netflix on June 16. From June 16 to June 18, the film gained 6.4 million views and was the second most watched non-English movie on the platform that week. From June 19th to June 25th, the film gained another 4.1 million views and was the third most watched non-English movie on the platform that week. From June 26th to July 2nd, the film gained another 1.2 million views and was the 8th most watched non-English movie on the platform that week. So I guess generally speaking, yeah, it was decent, but I don't know, man. Maybe Black Clover was too late for its time, too early for its time. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. But it is what it is. I'm all for Black Clover potentially going seasonal as well, similar to Boruto, but it's anybody's guess if Studio Pierrot is going to do that, honestly. Hold on. So, let's see, it's a movie. You know, that's interesting considering we're, time skip. I mean, if they follow the whole trend of, we're going to time skip, they could probably do a genuine, like the first genuine Boruto movie. Like, not Boruto Naruto Next Generations. No, sorry, not Boruto Naruto the movie, but like a legitimate Boruto the movie. That could be interesting. Like a canon movie, right? That actually might be a good idea. A canon Boruto movie. How you guys think that we might do? No, I don't know if Boruto's going seasonal, but all I'm saying is I think that might be the best move after they adapt up to chapter 80 and potentially any mini arcs they might do after that. I think I'd be all for going seasonal. Because to be honest, the way things are going, I think the Boruto anime is going to come back with the same vibe, same energy in terms of doing a bunch of anime only content and all of that. So yeah. Let Boruto die. Listen, man, the people are making too much money for that. So pretty much I thought it's going to be the case, man. Because alright, if I even search, I don't know if X is a good judge. Is a good source of kind of getting the feedback of the community. To Blue Vortex. No, this is our official channel. No, I'm just type Boruto. To Blue Vortex. I'm gonna just search it. Bro, you know what? It's always ridiculously wild to me. Is unless these persons have like such a streamlined way to do these manga panel animations, is either that or these persons are like superhuman, bro. Because I remember when the chapter dropped and persons were like, yo, dropping animations already. I'm like, yo, weird, why? Oh, why? Me and the whole some persons were doing it so quickly, bro. It was legitimately insane. And yeah, I had mentioned earlier, yeah, I realized that 2 Blue Vortex went up to the number 3 spot on Manga Plus, so that's pretty good. I love Boruto, but I can't say this now. Boruto got Pokemon back. Bro, come on. Come on. My Pokemon trainer. Look, I love Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 1, but I can't unsee this now. Boruto got Pokemon badges now. Code really about to get his ass whooped by a Pokemon trainer. Yo, the man have the badges them for real now, dog. Nah, like. This is ridiculous. Yo. Honestly. Yo, it's insane, bro. Honestly insane. Water Prophecy Arc. Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Anime 2025. I mean, source, bro. I mean, something. Of course, this was back in August 20. And we jump. It is what it is, yeah, man. But yeah, it's actually insane, bro. Very, very much insane. Hold on. Nice, that's some gems of remind them, say yo, catch a few legendary Pokemon, you know, get some Master Balls. No, nothing crazy, smooth sailing. Oh right, before I forget, I definitely need to talk about this video that I did. That I put up rather. Listen, bro. Listen, I know most of us aren't where we want to be in life, but dog, I think this video in itself proves it. As I was saying, the context behind the video was the fact that I usually see persons take short anime clips, put like some relatable title to it as what the footage relates to, get decent views. I'm here working on One Piece episode 1072, my reaction review for it. I was like, work this tomorrow. I've done the recording, I've done the thumbnail, but it's like almost 12. I need to get some sleep for work. And then it's like, yo, fine. Let me at least do this experiment. Let's see what happens if I put this here. Working 9 to 5. Be like, and have the Gear 5, you know, de-transformation scene. Which is... Bruh. Guys, like a you know. Guys, yeah, it was mine, bro. It was ridiculous. Because alright, let me tell you, because this was insane. So I'm gonna post the video now. And then sorry. Went to bed, wake up the morning, I'm sorry. Did I get ready for work? I'm tempted to check it, but true, in my head, I committed to start. I'm wait till the end of the day to check it. But you know, I'm there getting ready for work, I'm yesterday. I get notifications like comments are coming. So I'm sorry, forget. Check YouTube Studio. 50,000 views, man. I said, what? Impossible. And then it's like, next 45 minutes, you know, I'm reach work and everything. Thing jumped to like 90,000 views. Then like within shot out 100,000, and then it just spiraled out of control, brother. And then listen to me, it was like the work Olympics when it came on to the comments, because persons in the comments just comparing their work shifts and everything, bro. It's crazy. And of course memeing it with their own comments. I'm gonna take this off. Voila. Voila. I need a better view photo, so I may actually drop the green screen. This is crazy, bro. Honestly. Alright, so we'll switch over to this here. So, and then we'll drop the filter. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. I'm gonna turn off the chat from here, so for now. Boom. And then we'll drop me over here, so. Yeah. Yes. This can work. This can work. Alright, so yo, I mean, of course I left my pinned comment, so there's that. Someone said working in journal be like. Of course there's a lot of comments on the morning. I don't want to do it by recent, I just want to do it by like top comments. Night shift isn't so bad. Luffy, 19 years old. 39 replies. I feel it's on a spiritual level even if I don't watch One Piece. Absolutely what it was like to work as a Disney cast member when you just got called off your 9 to 5 but you have a second job from 7 to 4. Literally me after having the best time of my life. Yo, when people try to pretend Kaido was more tired than Luffy. From Joy Boy to Boy. Yo, people are just commenting on the morning and everything to brother. As someone who worked from 7 to 5 today, I feel this. As someone who has worked a 54-hour shift before using coffee and prayers to stay awake, I know the pain deeper than anyone else. And bro, it just keeps going and going and going. Yeah, it's like I touched a sore spot. Like I just pressed a lot of people's buttons with the title, bro. And then it's just that the footage with Luffy is just spot on, bro. Honestly. Most videos 11k. Well, so it's all you know, you want it to be reply. No, yo, because man, I say yo, let me at least reply. Cause when it was at like, I think when it was at like 400 or 500,000, I'm sorry, I'm going and start try reply to like some of the comments, then brother. And then it's like at some point, no, I kind of understand why like bigger YouTubers, like where you know, upon almost every video you can get at least maybe a 500 or 1,000 comments. I can understand why them can't bother to reply to it's just not realistic if you have to reply to everybody. It just will be too time consuming. Honestly, bro, but it's honestly insane. You gamer subscribe after that short? Bro, before it's not even, it's a regular video, but I get what you mean. Before this video, I was at 2,000 and maybe 2010. What's that? I want 2000 and something subscribers. And bro, honestly, it is really actually because of this video that I really gained like 500, basically 600 subscribers. I think at most I might have been at 2100 at most. But hold on then, give me a sec. Let me check something. Hold on. Alright, so I can probably, well, not even probably, should be able to check how much subscribers I got because of that video. Analytics. Bruh. Alright, well, let me come back over here. See there? 651 subscribers because of this video. that is legitimately insane. Let's try to call 2 more subs. Well, well. I mean, have I really? As I've been telling various students here in the chat, because we talk off air almost every day too, is that listen to me? It's just a fluke. It really is just a fluke, honestly, because the channel can't. I wouldn't say I can't depend on just super short clips and thing like that. Like, granted, I think for at least some of the videos I've posted since then, I've kind of gotten a little boost in how many persons have viewed those videos, some like extra views. But I don't want this to be like the key, the source of the success. I want this on the other videos, dog. Honestly, I don't want to transform into a channel like, oh, but just a post or just some 20-second relatable anime clips where you can relate with me for the title and everything. I don't want to be that guy, dog. Yo, but bro, this is honestly ridiculous. Honestly. Bruh, but it's wild. I do see this video getting to like a million a million views. Who knows, maybe next week? Maybe? Just maybe? But I guess we'll see how it goes. No journey. That's how million. See, I'm gonna build a channel. They use a lot of YouTube trust to boost up your subscribers and views on their videos. Oh, fair points. Maybe if I had posted this as like a YouTube shorts. Honestly. So who knows? Maybe I'll try to repeat the formula, but as a YouTube short, something relatable, something more edited, because this is just straight from it. So this video is obviously content copyright claimed and all that jazz and blues. As you can see, there's literally no revenue from it. So yeah, pretty much. But it was a very exciting experiment, honestly. Cause see there, alright. First 2 hours, 6 hours, and then it's like by the 7-hour thing, 7 and 8 hour things just exploded, bro. 12 hours. By the end of the first year? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Almost how. This is legitimately insane. Because if the fact you say you kept seeing it in your, hold on there. You say you kept seeing it in your recommended, right? Or your feed? That's legitimately crazy, bro. I honestly almost got an additional 1,000 subscribers. It's insane. But this what it is, yeah, man. The video hard. It's crazy, is what it is. Well, we'll see how it goes, yeah, man. Yeah, my recommended. Yeah. The only thing left for our time is like seeing it in trending or something. That's literally the only thing left to happen. It's insane, bro. But this is what it is. Hold on there. Oh, interestingly enough, my birthday is coming up, and a brethren of mine is offering. Well, he says, because I used to play a lot of Chrono Trigger back in the day. I don't know if you guys are aware or familiar with that game, but what's it called? Sea of Stars. He was offering to just buy Sea of Stars for me. It's the next RPG. And I think it looks good. It's gonna be one of those things I do at least one stream of. Boy. Nifi. Well on them. Man, I know ridiculous props to like increase me age or nothing right I know. But Why? It feels like I might be 70, honestly. Retirement age, probably can. High and nice. Lovely nurse to just come take care of me. All these things. Yo. But yeah, like, if you guys usually play like RPGs back in the day, like your Golden Sun or the Chrono Trigger or Secret of Mana or anything like that on the Super Nintendo, this one is going to be like an awesome one, I believe. I think it's dropped, today's the 31st. This one dropped maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. You know, funny enough, I have a friend that plays a lot of Assassin's Creed, but I've never tried it myself. I mean, how has the new generation of gaming been for you guys? But not like this looks really good. I really want to try it. I didn't do that. Because, alright, like, even stop this. Like, if you even look at Chrono Trigger, right? It really reminds me of it. Probably can't find like a playthrough. No commentary. Yo, the nostalgia. Hold on. Yeah. Of course, this is Super Nintendo forever ago, when I was a boy. You know, I've been considering buying Starfield as well. I literally have a few videos loaded up to watch in terms of like the trailers, gameplay breakdown, like even I have one video of somebody that believes it's not gonna be as good. But I'm kind of considering getting it. Granted, in terms of like my gameplay streams on the channel, they don't usually do well, but you know, it's whatever, like, we just have fun. So if I get Starfield, I'll definitely stream it. But yeah, like Sea of Stars reminds me of Chrono Trigger that we have here on the screen. Makes me kind of want to see like a modern day Chrono Trigger, like another take at it, which should be interesting. And funny enough, for Sea of Stars, the person that did the soundtrack for it, is the same person that did the soundtrack for Chrono Trigger. So even more nostalgia. You play Halo on stream. Yo, Halo was ridiculous, bro. Honestly, even even though much times I died, but yeah, playing Halo was fun, bro. Nah lie, that was an experience. Nah lie. I'm kind of wondering when they'll come up with more campaign stuff, or if they'll go with a Halo Infinite 2, or I don't know, you know. But I really would want to play more Halo campaign in terms of see what's gonna happen with the story next. I know there's been a lot of like change ups with 343 and you know Microsoft and all of that, but I can't wait, bro. Honestly. But yeah, the point is, yeah, Sea of Stars. Oh, really reminds me of Chrono Trigger. It just looks so clean, bro. But I know RPGs probably aren't everybody's, you know, but the interesting thing that I've heard about Sea of Stars so far is that like 30-hour campaign isn't bad. Because compared to like something like Chrono Trigger, which you had to literally grind and well, and I imagine it's an RPG, so you have to level up in this too. So, but Chrono Trigger you had to really like train, bro. So like Chrono Trigger was like almost like a 100-hour game. Played Cyberpunk. Now I've only watched reviews on Cyberpunk by the Act Man. Him just making fun of it. I actually have not watched Cyberpunk anime yet. Don't crucify me. Don't crucify me. But yeah, plans to probably get this. Still if I'm butting about Starfield, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, Starfield looks pretty interesting so far. I literally have this 45 minutes like Starfield direct video to pre, and this Starfield skeptic video as well. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but like good reviews when it comes on to the cyberpunk anime, especially with the ending and how emotional it made persons. So yeah, but pretty much just that. And Starfield. But anyway, I think I might call it that for this stream for tonight. After 10, it's almost been 2 hours. I mean, we could probably cap out at 2 hours flat. Maybe. What do you guys think? One new DLC where they incorporate some things from the anime. Oh, really? That's interesting. Especially since, obviously, well, this is the era of DLC, so you can just, make stuff up as you go. But I would imagine, like, that may not have been the plan originally. But that's actually pretty interesting. Can I, like, search? YouTube. Cyberpunk 7 DLC. I think I did watch his no, probably not. Is it this Phantom Liberty DLC? Let me know before I even watch. It's a new DLC. Alright, let's check this out. On September 26th, eh?
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Probably not, to be honest.
Johnny, I'm dying.
I mean, aren't we all?
There's nothing can stop that.
V. My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. And I can save your life.
What's the catch?
I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. President managed to crash her Space Force One into our humble district.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving!
It's a Gundam! Oh, no.
This way! Quick!
Someone ratted us out.
You know, V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Wherever she goes, people get hurt. Bodies drop.
Just want what Songbird promised me.
This was like a very extensive DLC, not
The
gonna lie.
situation's changed. Need to know if you're with me.
Illusion of freedom draws in the desperate.
I mean, there are times when you could say, they haven't finished the game and they're selling you the rest of the game as DLC. But this seems very extensive.
If I don't do anything and do it soon, I'll die.
Looking pretty cool. Looking pretty cool, man. Phantom Liberty. The first part where you hear the girl saying she's dying is part of it from the anime. Alright. I guess, well, if anything, I know I'm kind of due to catch up with it. I'm due to catch up with a million things, to be honest. I know the act man. I don't know if how many of you guys watch his content, but I know that he was so disappointed in Cyberpunk. It would be interesting to at least watch the anime and then get his opinion on things, as you know, when the new DLC drops. That should be interesting. Alright. But for the most part, I think that's pretty much it for me, guys. So thanks for coming out for this end of month subscriber stream. Yeah, not too short, not too long, just right. Basically nearing the 2-hour segment. Or, you know, well, then again, I am encouraged might make the game better. Yeah, true. But again, this is still like separate and apart from like the main campaign, I would imagine, right? So I mean, can you really like, and like, I guess if no bugs aren't associated with the DLC, that's the next thing too. So I'm just saying. But anyway, that's pretty much for it for me, guys. Finish chill off. Still have one more shirt to iron for work tomorrow, unfortunately. And yeah, pretty much just that. So thanks for coming out for the stream. And any final thing you guys want to say before you go? Alarm. Let's close this. And we can close Mr. Everest in Bleach over here. Peace. Alright, guys. No pressure. I'll see you in the next 1,000,001 videos.